going right into
didn't
it.
have to. You didn't
Nobody
have to.
stopping me, bro.
You didn't have to.
Yo, Big Chris, what's up, man?
Chilling. What's going on?
The New York Knicks, bro.
Yes.
What segment is this?
This could be Chris's corner if he wanted to.
Oh yeah.
All right, here comes the music. Yo, Knicks trade for Cat. What's his name?
What's his
Karl-Anthony Towns. Right?
Cat Williams.
Cat Williams.
Karl-Anthony Towns.
I believe it's a good trade, but why don't you break down the trade and tell me why you think that makes your team better?
What does it
Worse.
does for Minnesota? What does it do for Minnesota?
That's correct.
I think Minnesota did it too.
What it does for the Knicks. All right, so the trade, here's the trade first. Let's just get that all the
Yes.
specifics out of the way. So the New York Knicks will be giving up Bates Diop, Julius Randle, Dante DiVincenzo, and a protected first-round draft pick via Detroit Pistons.
Oh.
They're also giving up Daquan Jeffries, a draft pick and cash considerations to the Charlotte Hornets.
Damn.
And in return, they're receiving Karl-Anthony Towns.
What, Daquan Jeffries, you
Yes.
said?
That's a lot.
Yes.
Who's that?
All right,
Just for one.
go ahead.
So, I'm kind of up in the air about it because, listen, I was kind of looking forward to seeing Randle come back and playing a full healthy season with the Knicks. But with that being said, bringing in a center that's gonna give us a lot more range. He's gonna give us 3-point range. He's gonna give us power inside. I want to see how it's going to work out. I can't. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't have a crystal ball, so I can't say for sure that it's going to work, that it's not going to work. I don't know if his style of play is going to mesh 100% with how Jalen Brunson is going to play, or how the rest of the Knicks do. You know what I'm saying? So, but I think this is definitely a move in the right direction for the Knicks, that they're trying to improve the roster and do something to get better. So. I'm gonna give the trade for right now. I give it a B+ for right now.
So you didn't want to see Randle go. You want
I
to see
didn't.
how
I didn't. I listen. I
Randle put the
like
Knicks back
Randle.
on the map.
Randle is a gritty player. You know what I'm saying? He was a physical player. I liked his style, so I wanted to see him come back and play 100% with OG, with Brunson, to see this whole, because when they did play together.
Yeah.
For that time when we first got OG and we had the three of them, we was on a tear. You know what I'm saying? They was almost undefeated for the month of January until he got hurt.
And the numbers are comparable. Like those dudes, they average the same amount of rebounds. I think Randle has maybe like one more assist, something like that. 5 assists per game. Your starting lineup looks nice though.
Yeah.
I like it, bro.
Definitely.
You know what it helps out too? Just helps. I'm not saying he's better.
Bridges.
No. Cat and what would you the Philly center? Fuck is this guy name? Embiid.
Yeah.
It helps that you have a body because Knicks had nothing for Embiid on one leg.
I'm happy.
That's the only reason why they picked
So
him up.
this helps that portion of it out. It's gonna keep Embiid where he has to play defense because Cat
Absolutely.
could shoot. Cat has a similar game to Embiid.
Yeah.
Embiid is just better at it.
Absolutely. It's going to make him have to
So-
play both sides of the court.
That's a good point, oh. I like that.
That's the only reason why they got him.
Bro, that's not the
Beat-
only
beat
reason.
Philly.
That's not the only reason they got him.
But will it be enough for the unicorn?
Yeah, listen, man, it will be. And the crazy part is this, bro.
Is it enough for Boston?
Yes.
Yo, are you the Miami Heat fan that know a lot about the Knicks, right?
I know a lot about basketball.
No, but the Knicks in particular, you really know their roster.
We come
I'm just picking you up, my brother. My brother. My brother. Come on, bro. I'm just picking.
Nah, but I think from a basketball standpoint, I understand your concerns, Chris, but I also feel like I think you're speaking from a place of let down a lot.
Nah, I'm not speaking from a place.
What's Sting said? Emotional.
Because to be honest with you, yeah, I get it. You had that moment where you saw what it could be and that iteration of the Knicks, right?
Mm-hmm.
In that iteration, Dante didn't arrive yet in terms of what he was towards the end of the season. right?
I wasn't even talking about Dante
No,
being in the mix, though. I was just talking about because Dante's iteration came in after everybody started going down. So
100%. But that's exactly what I was saying. I'm saying that what you saw in that moment where they had those games, yes, you saw what it could be. You feel me? And I understand that you can get hung up on what it could be, but I think what a lot of teams fail to realize, I feel like a lot of teams try to go for the home run, and the one reason, like I would say, this is probably in my lifetime the best move that I've seen the Knicks make, logically from a basketball standpoint, and it's not because Karl-Anthony Towns is so much better than Julius Randle. It's because his game is easier to adjust from a chemistry standpoint. When when Rudy Gobert got onto the Timberwolves,
your man,
it was a lot. You didn't know how this was gonna work. Karl-Anthony Towns was the one that changed his game to be like, all right, cool, like I'm gonna try to make this work. He started playing more defense with the emergence of Anthony Edwards. Remember, Anthony Edwards kind of stole the team from Karl-Anthony Towns, if we're being honest. He was the franchise. Not a lot of people can be like, all right, cool, like, yeah, like, this is the guy. So coming into a situation where you look at, all right, Jalen Brunson is the guy, right? I do feel like I understand, and shout out to Julius for being, like, brave enough to come to the New York market and deal with it. I think that's something that I give him praise for, because a lot of athletes don't want to do that. He was the first domino to make the Knicks, attractive. So shout out to him for that. You feel me? But I do feel like what people fail to realize is his game long term might have interfered in terms of what he can do on the court. Yes, he's a 2010 guy, but he's a ball dominant 2010 guy. When you have him, and then you have Jalen, and then you have Bridges, you have the other options, but there's not enough ball to go around.
It's not.
So when you bring somebody like Karl-Anthony Towns, who's an all-star talent, can stretch the floor, you guys never had that at center. Remember, I make a joke about Mitchell Robinson all the fucking time. He catches rebounds and don't know what to do with them. You feel me? And he barely do that. So now you have...
You said we didn't have that before?
What?
You said we never had that before? We had Crispus Porzingis, though.
Christmas Porzingis?
I said Crispus. That don't sound like Kristaps. That don't sound like Rudy now. We have Porzingis. I'm just gonna say his last name.
No.
But we have Porzingis for a second.
100%. But the Porzingis that was on the Boston Celtics is not the Porzingis that you guys had. Y'all had a younger. He
was younger then, but he was still shooting threes though. That's where he got his nickname, Unicorn.
No doubt. I can honestly, like, what you call it. With Karl-Anthony Towns, not only is he a younger player, I do feel like he is able to buy into a system as opposed to other players do.
He's going to have to play defense now.
He's going to have to play defense, but last year, statistically, was his best defensive year. So he showed that he can play alongside of a player that doesn't really do anything outside of defense, if that's Mitchell Robinson, if he's going to be in the lineup. You know what I mean?
Right.
So not only can he play the four, if he plays the four and then you have a four threat, like you have four real threats on the perimeter, you're a dangerous team.
Right.
Especially because he's not ball dominant. You can pass it to him and he can catch and shoot. So in terms of basketball play and schemes, you can scheme more for a player that's not ball dominant.
Right.
So when you look at that swap, it makes sense.
So you like
it makes sense for Jalen. Remember, I said that last year.
You did say that.
I said Cat works for that system. He does.
So you're starting five, Chris. Brunson at the point.
At the point.
Mikal.
Brunson at the
shooting
two guard. Brunson at
Towns at
small
center. Josh Hart.
And
OG.
Yes, and OG.
That's
nice,
a great
Chris.
starting five because now
I like it, Chris.
Listen, you ain't got to sell me
You're
on
not-
it.
no,
Listen,
no.
you ain't got to sell me.
I already know.
But listen, I understand. I get it 100%. Like I said, I'm not against. I'm not knocking this trade at all. I like the like I said. I like the fact that we're going out there. We're getting talent. Like I said, just a little disappointment because I did want to see what Randle could have been. And like you said though, it definitely helps us. I agree with you 100% with that. So We'll see, yo. Like I said, we'll see throughout the course of the season if this works. I hope
But
it does.
you know why else I like it?
Why is that?
And this is the Ponics reason. I'm not gonna lie. I was being an analyst, cool, whatever. The Ponics reason is because, bro, now I don't want to hear nothing. I don't want to hear nothing, bro. I don't want to hear nothing.
You
because
want nothing about
this,
what?
this is one of the strongest lineups that they've had in terms of not only personnel, but in terms of talent. Not a lot of people are better than them.
Check the bench though. McBride, Payne, Precious, Mitchell Robinson.
That's what I'm
when he's
saying.
come back.
I don't want to hear, this other team. Bro, I'm not going to lie. And I'll go out on a limb and say this. Bro, if y'all not competing to get out the East. Y'all not. Because if the teams to beat were Paul George, who they said the 76ers won the offseason, right? If those are the teams to beat, y'all stack up well. Personnel-wise, you guys have the length to go against the Celtics. Mm-hmm. Bro, I don't want to hear anything.
Really can't. Only Maxey is the mismatch for the Knicks.
Just
Jalen Thompson.
Just
Tyrese
beat
Maxey.
Philly in the second round, and I'm good, bro.
All right.
Just get Philly out of here, son.
Listen, man.
No, get Philly and Boston out of here. Then
another shout out to the Knicks.
And then Milwaukee.
Another shout out to the Knicks. And this is exactly why I feel the way I feel about the Panthers or when I critique Miami. Bro, you guys had a great season, right? Y'all lost in 7. Y'all limped to the finish line, right?
You're right.
Y'all finished strong. Y'all had a personnel, but y'all didn't win. So you guys looked in the mirror and like, yo, we still need to get better.
Absolutely.
A lot of teams don't try to do that. They try to run it back and be like, yo, blah, blah, blah. And then you have the same season. So it's just like, bro.
But they would have had a
decent season, but it might have potentially been the same thing that it was last year.
Are we looking at it from the Knicks' point of view? What about
the
Minnesota's
Timberwolves?
point of view, bro? Like, how does that make them better?
Financially, it makes them better. I understand why they had to make the deal.
Now, Rudy Gobert is more of an offensive role.
But listen, I got a question. So, because this is what I think, man. I think that the expectation that people have for the Knicks once they got Bridges was that they was going to go far anyway before they even got Cat.
Yeah.
So what happened to that fucking energy? What happened to that Villanova Wildcat bullshit energy?
Whoa! First of all, that's not what we're gonna do. We're not gonna do that.
No, I'm just saying, when they got Bridges, they was like, oh, Villanova this, Villanova that. Like they was gonna win and shit.
Worry about what your team gonna do with Bronny.
Now, don't do that. Don't fucking do that, bro.
I'm just saying, though.
All you want to do, the Knicks got a trade. You want to talk shit, man?
No, I'm serious, though. Man, it was mad energy. It was mad energy about this Villanova shit.
Talk about my
I
Lakers.
know, but I mean, the Villanova story's nice, but when you trying to
exactly,
they made it seem that you would have thought that
it was a nice story.
They still are
with Bridges that they was going to win anyway.
They
still got 3 of them there.
They still got 3 out of 4, and you can make an argument that they got 3 of the better. They got 3 out of the better 4.
Like I said, no, I think
DiVincenzo's not better than
how is Randle gonna work with Minnesota?
How is he gonna work?
Yeah,
he's still
because he's ball dominant.
He's ball dominant.
He's
but who else?
Did they need that?
Yes,
absolutely.
Because you can make an argument. You can make an argument that Karl-Anthony Towns wasn't.
Yeah, what they need Randle.
He didn't demand the ball enough.
Exactly. So he's definitely going to take the load.
You know Randle's going to take the ball and put some shots in.
Exactly.
You know he is.
Yeah.
You know he is. So
who else did they have as a dominant scorer in Minnesota? They had Edwards, and then they had Cat. And that's really it.
It's an even trade to me.
I like Conley.
Yeah,
I mean, Mike Conley is good, but Mike Conley's old, though.
But then...
So you saying, so when your man is tired for that night...
Don't do that.
Edwards,
don't do that.
Right?
Don't do that, though.
Sometimes he gets tired.
But you don't do that. Sometimes anybody get tired.
Exactly.
People get tired.
Okay, when he had Mitch.
People get tired.
When you had Mitch, tired.
The game is over. Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that.
Right,
so tell him don't do that.
When he's not at optimal level.
Hey, man went to the conference final.
Nah, I'm just fucking with
you.
So when he's not shooting, they're going to say, yo, Randle.
You're going to give it to Randle.
Yeah. Bro, you scheme.
And now, like you said,
scheme.
I mean, and I think it works out better for Randle because now Randle, like you said, he's not being forced to be the number 3 or number 4, have to wait around. Now he knows.
You're really an
he-
option.
And you know what's
he's
good
an
for him
option.
too? He's going to a contending team. He's
Absolutely.
not like in some
Absolutely.
whack
Yeah,
team.
they didn't send him- they didn't
And I'm
send
glad
him-
that they didn't send him
Yeah,
to,
that's
you know.
good.
Like when
That
he
would've
went to
been
the
fucked
Knicks,
up.
they
Yeah.
weren't contending.
Like
until
let's
he got
send
there.
him. Like if they send him to Atlanta,
Yeah.
all right, then they violated. You feel
Right.
me?
Yo,
But-
Chris, what if they traded Randle for Bronny?
They should
Thank
do
you
that.
for joining us.
Sports Black Podcast. Be back next week. Yeah, we gotta talk about that LeBron James and Bronny interview, man. Yo, Rudy, I thought you told me he was going to be on the
G
what's
League?
that shit? G League, bro.
That's where he belongs.
Nah, son. He's going straight to the
Nigga.
bench, kid.
Your man
Matter of
said
fact,
he
he's
don't know
gonna-
how they gonna
He's
guard
gonna
us.
stay on the roster till at least Christmas.
Yep.
Listen, man.
Bronny-
I'm not mad about it when your starting point guard is scoring 0 in playoff games.
One game, yo.
Yo, before we go, I want to ask
How many
AJ.
One
games
game,
of 0
yo.
do you need?
Yo, you
How many
start.
games
yo.
of 0 do you need? You scored 0.
He only played 2
Yo, you
minutes.
start Bronny over
0.
Russell.
Huh?
You start Bronny over Russell.
If he scores 0. If he scores 0, I'm not scoring.
How would you know
Yo,
though?
you guys hear what I'm saying?
You're basketball intellectual.
There's no way
man.
to
You can't say
Yo,
that,
listen,
man.
listen. There's
Come
no
on,
way to
man.
score 0.
One
It's
time,
very
yo.
easy.
There's no. You're not listening.
It's very easy.
There's no way to score 0.
It's very easy.
There's-
You didn't score. He didn't make a bucket. There's no
happens.
way to score 0.
Yo,
No, it
When he
don't.
had assists.
No, it don't, bro.
He wouldn't
No, it
start.
Maybe he had assists.
0.
He wouldn't start Bronny over
0.
Russell. Kid.
0.
Yo, what you call
0.
it? Scored 0 at one point.
Yo,
But
Rudy
had
never
10
had
assists
0.
and 10 rebounds.
Oh,
The guy said who we forgot about. Forgot about his skills.
and that's why we forgot about him. That's why we forgot about him. Because
AJ,
he's
you
a
like the
joke.
Knicks?
Do I like who?
The Knicks.
Yeah.
What do you think about the trade?
I
He's
think it
unsure.
messes up the culture of the team and the chemistry of the team. But also, I'm not a Knicks fan to know exactly what they're missing, what they need, what they don't need.
I think it
But
hurts Minnesota more
I
than
think-
anything.
I think
would.
also, Cat is like, well, he's gonna come to New York, so all that whining he be doing, that's gonna get cut.
Yeah, he suck.
He's gonna have to get a little tougher.
You said
He
he
wants?
sucks?
I was about to call. No, I was about to say.
He's
someone
gonna
else.
live in the East though, because he doesn't have. He only has to worry about like 3 or 4 players in the East.
You think he whines?
You got a lot to worry
Yes.
about.
Huh?
You got a lot
Does
to
he
worry
not?
about.
You never
Matchup.
see him wine?
Nah, in the East,
I don't
no.
really.
He do.
I don't really pay
He only got
attention.
3, 4 people
Does
to
he
worry
not?
about.
To me, he does.
That's enough.
Nah, no,
Oh.
but I'm saying throughout
These
the course
guys
of
are
the
talking,
season.
AJ.
Sorry. Through the course of the season, he ain't got nothing to worry about.
So he's just a cat right here. This thing can never shut up. This nigga.
Yo, the Ponics and O podcast coming soon, guys.
Yo,
Nah.
man, fuck y'all, man.
I don't pay attention to Cat that much, though. You think he whines? Oh,
Yeah.
He don't whine like LeBron, but he whines.
All right.
That's
yes.
bang, bang.
Sportsmanlike Content Podcast. See you next week, guys. That's a good one, bro.
Sportsmanlike conduct.